I inherited my great-grandfather's homestead with the goal to bring it back to its former glory. It has a $1 million debt and a lot of tricks up its sleeve. Will I succeed? Will I fail? Find out today's video. P.S. Thank you to G Portal for hosting today's video. Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is the first video after the vacation. Feeling great, feeling fantastic. We've got a lot of stuff to do today, though. First thing on the agenda is we gotta get this corn harvested out. It's not much corn, but it's still out there in the field, needs to be taken care of. And we are also looking at $32,000 in our pocket right now, which is not a lot of money. We're getting good money with the horses right now. They're becoming more and more valuable. Our current value of our horses is actually $16,000 a piece, so I'm enjoying that. Our cattle are worth good money, and our pigs are getting up there in value as well. Chickens, they're chickens. Oh, they need more food badly. So, we'll go ahead and reattach that, lift this up. So first thing on the agenda today is park this over here out of the way and go ahead and attach ourselves the corn header. It's not much of a cornfield, but it's still enough where I want to go ahead and get it done and out of the way for the day, because there's a lot of other little things I want to do, like get this thing fully limed. That'll be the last foot, needs to be limed. Also go to get cultivated. I want to bring the field out a little bit more, actually. So go ahead and turn on the harvester just like that. There we go. It's gonna take us a little bit to kind of chop down all this corn. It's not much, but it's enough when you only have 3-4 rows at a time. So I have been thinking about this a lot, about what my goal is with this farm, and there is some little projects here and there that I have that I want to come up here soon and do. Part of those projects are clearing out more land, conjoining pieces of land, like maybe getting rid of that grass field right there and making it into a part of the field. So that means got to get rid of all these logs and stuff like that. Also, we have a huge chunk of land up here. We have land right here. We haven't used it right now. So a lot of that stuff, or yeah, it's really the only land. And then you got some land up in this area that we're not using. So pretty much I want to utilize all the land to our best abilities for the benefit of the farm. And corn harvest is finally done. I'm actually going to feed this to the pigs, because this is not enough corn for us to really worry about, but it's enough to at least feed the pigs for a little bit. That's one main issue I do find with this farm, is a lot of the fields are only big enough to feed the animals we currently got, and I don't like that, especially with all the other details going on the farm. Like, we need certain things on this farm we just can't afford yet. Wasn't much, but it was enough to at least keep the pigs fed, and we'll be able to put this up now and finally get on to our next task of the day, which is going to be extending and cultivating that one field, then throwing lime on it after, of course, we purchase the soil nutrients and all that stuff. And turn this around like this. Actually, we'll leave that right there, and we're going to take the forward real fast and use it for cultivation. See, this is what I want to do. I want to start upgrading and buying more tractors like this that can hold their own, especially this off season when we're not harvesting or worrying about crops. I really want to worry about getting more farm work done. This is one of our other cultivators that we do got here on the farm. So we have 2 cultivators, this one and another one. The other one looks older and isn't as good a shape technically, but we use both of them, or at least try to use both of them with sense. There we go. Start extending the field out a little bit more. That's just my main goal. I want to extend the fields out, and I also want to bring in a jackhammer here eventually. I want to get rid of a lot of the rocks and stuff like that that can be jackhammered away. Now this is going to make this field so much bigger and so much more worth money. That's been my main goal, is make sure that each field is making us double what it did the year before, just on productivity alone. And part of the productivity goal is getting this out here and getting this done. And one other thing we are going to do eventually in the fall or in the spring is we're going to put hydrous down on the fields that we're going to plant corn in. And we are done with that. Take this tractor back up here in the fields, just so we don't accidentally throw it down and make a big mess in the farmyard. I've really started to love this tractor. The more we've had it, it sounds phenomenal. Not only does it sound phenomenal, it also rides really well and pulls great. Okay, so went ahead and spent $1,000, make sure the pH is perfect there. I don't know why it doesn't trigger us over there, but there we go. Got this as a nice little field now. Now we're headed to the shop to go pick up a impact hammer, I guess you'd call it. I'm not sure. All right, I'm gonna stop for a second and I'm gonna talk about this right here. All the silage is ready to go. It's pretty much great price right now, but It's $41,000 what we would get right now. I'm not sure if I want to sell it or keep it around for cattle. I know I could honestly do another load of that. I don't know if I want to spend all that time doing that, or if I did, first thing I'm upgrading is that silage wrapper. I would love to pick up a wrapper somewhat like this right here. That one. Yeah, one of these other ones that's, you know, I mean, a lot faster and able to do it better. And speaking about stuff that can do it better, we got to come up here to this hydraulics. So we need to rent that. We're not buying it, we're renting it. Well, I'm not 100% sure what it's called, but I'm gonna call it the hydraulic jackhammer. And there's a lot of rocks that need to be taken out in this here town. There we go. Go ahead and start breaking these down. There we go. That was a big one. We'll take care of all the rocks in a little bit, but I'm more worried about getting rid of the actual boulders first. It's a phenomenal piece of technology. There we go. Go ahead and let this thing have at it on this one as well. Another one bites to dust. I know this ain't the most interesting content, but hey, this is a job that has to get done, especially around the farm, so that we can continue expanding in the future. I'm gonna actually take this all the way up over there. There's another rock that's over there that I want to get while I'm thinking about it, because that rock is a pain in my neck. Get this one knocked out as well. There we go. This isn't the most interesting, but these areas right here, once we get these last rock cleared, we'll be able to come in here and really, and I mean really, turn this into some farmland. Not gonna be the biggest piece of farmland, but it's gonna be more land than what we're currently using. Once we get done with this, I'll see you guys back at the farm and we'll continue on with the day's task. Okay, well, might as well go ahead and take this spreader on back and finally get charged for how much money we owe them. It's probably going to be a lot more than I want to pay, especially stating we went through 30%. All right, go ahead and pull up here. Of course, they know the weight of it before we left. Now they know the weight after. I guess I'll pull up here and get how much I owe them. All righty, $4,000 later, they just go drop it around back and they'll take care of it from there. Hey, I'm happy. We only had to pay $4,000 for all this usage. Also had to pay a little bit extra for since we kept her a little bit longer. So we wrote it off as 4K and so just drop right here in the middle and I'm good to go. Well, guys, I'm actually looked around the farm. The only thing left is buy some chicken feed. I don't want to sell yet. I don't think we're going to do any more grass work. I'm going to let the grass sit for the rest of the year. Thank you guys for the love support you showed to me and the entire family. We'll see you guys all in the next video. We got a lot planned and getting some more fields made. See you guys later. Peace. Look at my beard. Look at my beard. Look at my beard.